a star that lights the road. I'll take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge where I lived 1,000 lives. But maybe I could be the one right into the setting sun tonight. Just
Welcome to the Japanese Sprint Race Ultimate Pole Position Team Sector alongside the Blade Sonic and Alberto with Rafael Ferrari in P5 from Vestio and Aigago with Cable in 8th from Ocampo, Ravo, Jensen Olsen, Danica Passaro, Catherine Horn, Carlos Eduardo, Matthew Hart, Stevie Headley, Akari Sato, Nicholas Palomino, Livery, Matt Bob, Ahmed Silla and Spiker CB. Here we are, the final sprint race of the season, and what better place there to do it than this, the Japanese Grand Prix at 500 lights, and we are underway to start the sprint race. Ultra off to a good start, Sergio looks to be off to a better one, as he's got more acceleration, but the outside line in turn 1's not going to do him any favours. And that means Ultra will keep the lead of the race. Later Sonic will be trying to go on the attack here. He has plenty of room to go for that forward, and he's going for it on the medium tyre. Fighting and fighting, almost going off the track in fact. Zara picking up tyres at the time penalty. Davis Ericara just maintaining P2. But Vendetto's here, and he's going to put up a fight to that forward. As he is so close to the wall, he's inching ever so close. As they head round the bridge, under the bridge. This race is getting spicy at the start for second place. It's all contact. Olsen making contact with Bogsara. Bogsara rejoining the track very aggressively. Somehow Matthew Hart avoids contact. I don't know how that's managed to happen, but lucky that you came all up in P6. That's actually a very good position for the Britain in a very underpowered car. Ultra heading down the straight. As you can see right there, the Ferrari is heading towards the chicane, and here we go. Davey Sarchiera is there in P2 from the Vendetto and Blade of the Dragon Sonic, and they're heading down the straight now in towards someone. As Sarchiera, as you can see, is still behind, but Ultra on the charge of trying to get another world title is going to be desperate, absolutely desperate here to try and win this sprint race. I can't remember what the points are like. If I recall correctly, I think it's 12, then 9 for P1, P2. And due to Ultra have more wins, I think I'd stand he would lead the championship on drawback. Oh, sorry, on comeback, that's what I meant. Yeah, now the driver's heading under the bridge. It's truly a spectacular scene to see on this racetrack. However, as we all know from series like the ERL, it can get pretty dangerous under here. So, yeah. Drivers will still have to be careful. Honestly, though, he's really fell off the season. He's obviously not going to be happy with his pace at the moment, and his car just not being up to standards with his teammate of livery, who even he is struggling. Of course, with Motorsports 2026 actually due to come off the beta testers, I'm officially a beta tester now, we'll be switching over to the 2026 game, and of course, big reset will be coming. So this could possibly be the last season with this shape of car, and therefore teams need to really spend every bit of money they got. Davis Arcaro, fastest lap of the race. As we're now on to lap 3 out of 5, this is going to get close. I can tell you that for sure. Ultra leading the way, but it's not by much. This is going to be a battle to the end of the race, I can see. Ultra has the skills in the car. Davey Sarchiera has the consistency, and that is what's bringing him into these fights. The pure consistency that this man has when he is racing. As many drivers coming round these two corners, the Degners, I think they're called. Oh, if I get that wrong, I'm gonna feel really stupid. As Matthew Hart, contact and he's out. Booked the Sorrow out as well. An aggressive shunt into the wall there under the bridge. Thank God they didn't go airborne because that could have ended badly. I don't know what Jensen Olsen's doing all the way down here, but... Oh wait, that was from the contact earlier on lap 1. But virtual safety car has been deployed. And that has put Serkiera quite a distance back on Ultra. And so heading in towards the chicane, it is going to be Ultra leading this Grand Prix. Who's going to get a better restart? Going to go on board with Serkiera. Watch the timing gaps. It looks like the better restart goes to Serkiera. However, he's not going to be getting DRS, which is going to be very unfortunate for him. He will not be happy about that as we head down the straight. And yep, no DRS. We can confirm that Van Horn gets a 5-second penalty for causing collision. He was fighting with Revo, so I'm assuming it was with the contact with Revo. As Van Horn's going to go for the move, but Revo cuts him off. That's a bit of a payback, I guess. He's going to go down the inside of Ferrari. No, he's going for a switchback. It's not worked out for him at all, though. As you can, well, now getting onto the back of Blade and Dragon Sonic. The two are very close. The mediums are just not the right tire to be on. Software is always going to be the better choice in a sprint race. And of course, Blade and Sonic being on mediums, that's not going to do him any good. So yeah, lap 4 out of 5. Ultra looking to win this race, but David Serkiera's got back into a second. And he's going to start a pick-up slipstream. DRS could also be a possibility if he hits the detection point in time. However, now he's fell out of DRS. He's over a second back now. Vendetto in P3 from Vestio, who has a chance to get on the sprint race podium. Remember, he got second. He won, sorry, the Emilia-Romagna sprint. First win in any format for the Brazilian driver. But Ultra now into the chicane, he's fine. Dave Serkiera will not have DRS. And therefore, this means that he should be safe for the race win. As you can see, there no DRS active for Davey Serkiera, and that should be P2, safe for his. UK although on a very good sprint race right now. P6 is something that you wouldn't have expected from the Briton. As now Iago in 7th from Ocampo. Ferrari last of the point scorers, as you can see in the Atlas Ford. As sprint race points go down to P9. Very interesting system. Thank you, MotoGP, for having that as your system for sprints. Anyways, Ferrari right on the back of Ocampo. Is Ocampo going to lose his position or not? Well, we'll have to see if the driver's taking track limits very aggressively at the hairpin. You know, in the end of the day, they've got to maximise everything that they have. They've got to make use of what they got. So yeah, I was heading now towards the chicane. It's been a while since this man's been on the top step. It doesn't matter if it's a sprint race or a regular race. It's the top of the podium anyways. It's an incredible achievement. And this is one that should put Ultra at the top of the standings. If I do remember the point system correctly, Ultra wins the sprint race in Japan and take the fastest lap with him by 1.1 seconds. That's incredible. That UK will cross the line for an incredible P6 in the sprint race as Ferrari rounds off the points as well. Eduardo coming to the line for a P12 result. Van Horn will keep P11 from then Headley gets 30 from the Coruscant livery, Palomino, Lamfong, Spike CB and Silla fighting. Silla gets Lamfong to the line. And then finally to end it all off, Jensen Olsen. Alright, Ultra winner of today's race from Dave Serkiera and Dominic Di Benedetto. It's a podium that we're starting to get used to seeing now, but it's also a really good podium. Ultra though, showing he is not done and he is going to fight for this title until the very end. Winner of the sprint race, that's exactly what Ford wanted. And yeah, with that, we're done, so let's listen to the Colombian national anthem. Ultra wins today's first from David Serkiera and Di Benedetto. I've got Vestio, Blade Sonic, UK Ball, Iago, Ocampo, Ferrari, Revo, Van Horn, Eduardo, Headley, Sato, Livery, Palomino, Silla, CB, Olsen, Fong, with Bogsar and Hart being out of the race. And so with that we are done in Japan. And that marks the end of the sprint race and all the sprint races for this season. I hope you enjoyed this research we have this season, and we'll see you in the main race when F1 Classic.